Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, time for Stamping with Denise. Welcome back. Hope you had a lovely weekend. We're going to get right into some stamping here. But while we're waiting for some folks to join, just a couple housekeeping tips. You know I love your thumbs up, your stars, your happy faces, those kinds of things. I also like it when you share my videos. So if you like what you see, please share the video and comment share down below, and you'll get a chance to win the project I make tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, and then once you do, hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. Okay? If you recall last week, I made this cute fun fold card using 3 different Sale-A-Bration products. It was the stamp set and the designer series paper, the Berry Marvelous, and then I used, for the cloud, it was the rainbow paper. So because she shared, she shared, Linda Jones is going to get this card sent out to her. So Linda, I will get that out to you very shortly. Thank you so much. So I'm going to change the view to my hands and we're going to get right at it. Okay, so today I'm going to use, I decided to focus on another Stampin' Up! Or Sale-A-Bration product. If you're not familiar with Sale-A-Bration, it happens twice a year, during January and February, and then I think it's August and September. And for certain price point purchases, you earn free product. So either for $50 or $100 worth of purchase before shipping and tax, you can earn a free product. And this is one of the items you can use in our current Sale-A-Bration promotion. It's the Catching Butterfly stamp set. It's free with a $50 order. And I love this little girl. She looks like she's having so much fun going after the butterflies, and I like the sentiments. You make my heart happy, celebrate every beautiful thing, and collecting sweet thoughts of you. I just think that's a really, really cute stamp set and some great sentiments. Very versatile and something that you'll use for years to come. So we are going to, I don't have a fun fold like last week, but I have a different kind of layout, and I thought I'd show you how to do that. We're going to use this Catching Butterfly stamp set, and then I'm going to go ahead, and I decided to go ahead and use the paper, the Sweet Talk paper from the January to June mini catalog. It's kind of Valentine themed, but you know, the back sides are a little, versatile. So I tried to downplay the hearts so much and just use it for its bright colors. I have to tell you, I've got Highland Heather for the purple, and I was trying to not focus on the red in the paper. So that's why I chose the Saffron, because in the pieces of DSP that I chose, there were Saffron hearts. Well, then it got covered up by my stamped image, and this one will end up getting covered up too. But I still think it looks great, and you could do it with red, but the yellow just gives it a little bit of a different look. So I'm going to go over the measurements here. We'll go by color. I have a piece of Highland Heather. It's 4 1/4 by 7 3/4, and then we're going to score this at 5 1/2. Okay, and this score is going to be for this top fold here. Okay, so I am going to do that right now. We're going to score this at 5 1/2. I'll get that blade out of the way and score that just like that. And I will go ahead and remember, you fold it toward the valley, because that's the direction that you've broken the fibers on the paper. Then use your bone fold to give yourself a nice crisp fold. Okay, so this is the first piece of Highland Heather, 4 1/4 by 5 3/4, scored at 5 1/2. Then the piece that goes on the bottom is 2 by 4 1/4, and the piece that goes behind our stamp panel right here is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Now don't worry about writing this down. I will have the directions in the comments down below. So then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper. The hearts that I used here is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8, and the stripes are 1 5/8 by 3 7/8. The Saffron is, let me get this right here. One of them is 2 by 4, and I believe, yep, that is for the top. Yep, that's for the top piece. This one is 1 3/4 by 4. And if you notice, they're just the reverse. You know, it's just the reverse side. So, and then I have a piece of Saffron that is 2 1/2 by 4, and that's going to go on there with my white. Let me see. I had one that wasn't stamped. I don't know where it's at. Well, I can use this one, I guess. Anyway, it's already got the sentiment stamped on it. This piece of basic white is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. That's where we're going to stamp. And then I have a piece for the inside that's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inside as we get started here. So I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal. And this stuff is great. You don't need a lot. But we're going to put her together. And I like this. I always forget about this layout, but I really do like it, and I need to do it more. Okay, put that off here to the side. This was the bottom. These were the bottom. We're going to put this all together here. So it's just Highland Heather, Saffron, and then the piece of designer series paper. Okay, the bottom, we want the stripes to show. Sometimes I have to be careful if I'm using the back side of the paper. I've put how many of you had done this? Put the adhesive on the wrong side, not the side you wanted to show. There you go. Okay. See, and that'll be the bottom panel right here. Okay, I'm going to put the top together. I don't know about you all, but I am ready for spring. I'm tired of winter already. I am glad that tomorrow is February 1st. Okay, and then I'm going to apply this up here. This card really is simple. The hardest thing is just, and it's not even hard, it's just your measurements. There you go. Okay, let me get that centered. Here we are. That'll go down there. Okay, I will put this on here, but I'm not going to attach the other piece until after I've stamped and colored, because if I screw up, then I've got to cut everything again. The last thing I do is attach that. But I think I'll go ahead and put this on. So what I'm going to do, see, we're going to line this bottom panel up with the bottom of the card, like that. We're going to lay this where we want it with the adhesive, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive just at the top and the bottom. of this panel. Pull it right there. Okay, put this right here and see what I mean. My So Saffron heart is getting covered up. So I'm using my stripes to kind of straighten it out. There we go. She'll go right there. Perfect. Okay. We're going to go ahead and stamp her. I am using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. This one already has the sentiment on it. Wait a minute. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to ink her up. I'm going to put her down here. You know, you've heard me say I like to put the stamp down and let it sit for just a second to let that ink go, you know, seep into that paper. And then I've got this butterfly here. Put that there. And you can see on this card, I've got a little butterfly on this piece. I'm going to put this one right here. It's always a good thing to let your Memento ink sit for just a couple of minutes and kind of dry before you start coloring. So while we do that, I'll talk about what colors I'm using. So for this project, I am using the light soft seafoam, the light flirty flamingo, the dark So Saffron, the light soft suede, and the ivory marker. And then we are going to put a little wink of Stella on her, okay? Let me zoom in just a little bit, that's better. Okay, so those are the colors. Light soft seafoam, light flirty flamingo, dark So Saffron, light soft suede, ivory, and wink of Stella. So I'm gonna, whenever you're coloring with the blends, I like to put a piece of paper underneath because they will bleed through and prevents you from getting ink on anything else. So I'm using the light soft seafoam on the net. Just gives it a little bit of dimension and a little bit of interest. Okay, there we go. Okay, the light flirty flamingo, I'm going to use, you know, the Stampin' Blends have two ends. They have a nib end, or a thicker end. They have a paintbrush-like end. So for this, I'm going to use this paintbrush end, and I'm just going to color the whole butterfly in. You want to be very gentle with that tip so that you don't fray it, bend it, break it. So most of the time I will use that end, okay? Oh, I'm gonna do this other little butterfly over here too. Okay. I am going to do her hair next. That's the light soft suede. I'll be a little bit slower with this so I don't go out of the lines. I'm going to use the paint, or you know, the brush end to outline it. Then I'll use the bigger end to fill it in. I like to color, but I'm not a very fast. I don't color very fast. Some people do it really fast. If I go fast, I end up making a mistake. So when I can, I try to color ahead of time for y'all, but so then I can use the bigger end to just color in. I don't know if you're aware, Stampin' Up! Actually will be releasing, demonstrators have been able to purchase, but Stampin' Up! Is releasing a set of blends that are in various skin tones. So it'll make projects like this, ability to get a lot more versatility, which will be nice. So this is my Ivory. This will be her skin tone. So I've got to do her hands, her legs. I'm using the the fine end brush point, and then I'm going to go around her eyes, and then I can go with the bigger one. Oh, I'll fill in her ears too. So I have ordered mine. They have arrived. My set of those blends in the variety pack, but I have not even opened them. What's interesting is they don't have color. I don't believe they have color names. I think they just have like numbers. So I have to be careful that I label them correctly. Oops, I forgot her neck. There we go. Okay. There we go, and I am just going to use the soft, or the So Saffron, to color in her dress, and that'll tie into the cardstock. You know, don't ever be stumped for colors to use for your projects. Pull it out of your designer series paper. That is an easy thing to do. Or even if you don't use the exact color, use something similar. You know, use a different shade of the same color. Okay, there you are. I'm not great at coloring, but I think she looks pretty good. Put some Stella, on my butterfly. You guys probably won't be able to see that. There we go. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, you can kind of see that butterfly. Glitter a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to get my seal. Put her on, and we will pretty much be done with this card. And there we go. Okay, so this uses, like I said, this card uses the Catching Butterflies stamp set. It is free with a $50 purchase prior to shipping and tax. You can go to my website, use the host code, and if your order is $50 or more before shipping and tax, not only will you be able to pick a Stampin' Up! Sale-A-Bration product, I will send you a surprise in the mail too for your order. So I want to thank you for joining me. I will see you next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Stamping with Denise. Take care now. Bye-bye.